Right now we are here in the greenhouse, and this greenhouse was built as part of the starting fund from the university. Mainly because I do use the greenhouse for making new hybrid combinations. We usually make around 100 different combinations within different market classes on a yearly basis. We do also use the greenhouse for seed increases. Either advancing from one generation to another generation, or increasing seeds that we're going to be using later on either in the field or working in the greenhouse. And also we do disease screening, mainly for common bacterial blight, like Foscan and Fascioli pathotypes, and also for bean common mosaic virus screening. Right now I have all the grain Northens and all the Pinto lines, advanced lines, that I'm going to be shipping during the next months or so anyway, back to New Zealand anyway. We're shipping beans either to New Zealand, Chile, or Puerto Rico. One of the reasons is to advance the generation, means that I'm able to make 2 generations in a year, and also for seed increases. That I'm gonna get some seed back, and that seed can be tested either in growers' fields or tested in our variety trials, in replicated trials. Dry beans are self-pollinated crop. Means for me, in order to create variability, I had to bring pollen from one plant to another plant. And then the plant that I'm gonna decide to be like female is usually the one that has a lot of yield potential, has a good seed quality. And the male is, I'm bringing the pollen from that male is bringing, for example, disease resistance. But before bringing the pollen to the female, I had to emasculate the flower or the blossom. It's a very tiny blossom. And I had to remove the anthers or the male part of the flower, the blossom. And then after that, remove it. It's called emasculation. I just bring the pollen from the other plant. It's going to be my male, and then just bring the pollen, and then hopefully I'll get the pollination, and then we start developing the seed from there, and it's called the hybrid seed of my F1 generation. Usually, when I make the pollination, I get like 2 to 3 seeds per each event or each pollination. In order for me to get more numbers, larger numbers, I had to make at least 20 pollinations. In order for me to get like 50, 60, 70 seeds to start working with F1s. And in the greenhouse, I can make up to 2 generations, means that I made the pollination in like 2-3 months. I harvest that F1, and it can be planted again, and then advancing from F1 to F2 generation. Like trying to get most of the recombinants, and then after that, I bolt the seeds and take the seed back to the field. The process is, when I start making my cross, anyway, my F1 generation, it had to go to F10 generation. Since I do have access to this winter nursery, I can short the time in half of the time. A line that has the potential to be released as a cultivar can be ready in 6 years, 5 to 6 years, and it's going to take another 2 extra years for multiplying seeds. To be in hands of the the bean growers. I have been able to release, recently a couple grain northern beans, and also Pinto Pinto cultivar. Has a really high potential, not only because of the yield, seed quality, but also because of the multiple disease resistance. This is going to be minimizing the contamination due to the chemical applications. I'll see a lot of potential there. And also there are a lot of new lines coming out of the program that has the potential that are even better than those. The program is getting better and better, I will say. Just getting the support to the checkoff dollar through all the bean growers anyway that are supporting my program. I got the money from them, and also I get the money from the UNL ARD program anyway, also supporting my program. And this is a good way for me or for us to escape from when it's too cold outside. We work inside, and I feel that I am back into the tropical areas. I'm from Colombia, and I feel that in the tropics anyway. There was some ice cream made of beans. I love it very much anyway. It was one of our bean days anyway. It was one of the UNL or this station celebration, and there was some bean brownies, and I learned from the recent trip to Colombia, one of the U.S. Dry Bean Council, teams anyway, that the beans mix really well with other ingredients, and looks like the dry beans do not overtake the flavor of the other ingredients anyway. I mean, it's really a good combiner anyway.
Well, and the greenhouse is kind of hot. I feel like bean ice cream would be perfect in the greenhouse.
Oh, sure, for sure.